Hello children, how are you all? Hope you are fine. Today beta we are going to start with our syllabus of the second term of class 8 and the first chapter that we are going to start today is exponents and powers. Now you've already done this chapter in class 7th also, but just a brief repetition of what you've done in class 8. What are exponents and powers? Now let a be any real number and n a positive integer. Then if you write a power n, what it means? That you are multiplying a n times. So what is a? A is called the base and n is called the exponent or the power. Now beta, for example, you have 2 power 5. So what does it mean? It means you are multiplying this 2 5 times. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That answer to this is equal to 32. And what is 2? 2 is the base and 5 is the exponent. Similarly, you can get another example. Say for example 3 power 3. That is equal to 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. The answer to this is equal to 27. So here this 3 is the base and this 3 here is the power. So here the base and the power are both the same. Now beta, we will be discussing some important laws of exponents on the basis of which we will be solving this chapter. Now first of all, there is a question that what is the need of these numbers? What is the need of studying exponents? Suppose you have got a number if I ask you how you speak out this number, so you are a bit confused, you cannot give me the answer immediately. So now if I write the same number as 5 multiplied by 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can easily speak out this number is 5 into 10 raised to power 10. So beta, this is the need actually. And where such numbers come? Such numbers come when we talk about the distances of the universal bodies, like distances between the stars, distances between the sun and the different heavenly bodies, okay, different planets, different all the different universal bodies. Okay, there we come. For example, the light year. Now you talk about the light year and all scientific terminologies you come across. Size of an atom you come across as you go on to the senior classes. So there you come across such kind of numbers. See another example I have 2, 3, 4 and I have got suppose this number this. Now if I write this in the scientific notation form, okay, the scientific form of this number, the scientific notation, what is the rule? The decimal is here. I have to have the decimal only after the one digit here. So what I do is, this is 2.34 multiplied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So because you are shifting the decimal 8 places to the left, so you write it as 2.34 into 10 raised to power 8. So beta, this is actually the place, this is actually the reason why we study the exponential numbers. Okay, such kind of numbers are called exponential numbers. Now I will be discussing with you the different laws on the basis of which we will be solving the exercise. So the next topic that I am going to take with you is laws of exponents. Beta, in the laws of exponents, the first law says that if I have got a number a with the power m and I multiply it with another number a with the power n, what happens? The bases of the numbers are same, multiplication sign is there and the different powers. So when there is a multiplication sign between the same bases, what happens? the powers get added. So I add the two powers, and when I can add only when the bases are the same. Similarly, the second law says that if I have got a power a number base a with the power m, and it is being divided by another number a with the power n, so what happens in this case? The powers get subtracted. It becomes a power m minus n. The third law says, beta, if I have a number a with the power m and the same number has another power n outside the bracket, then what happens? The two powers of the same number get multiplied and I get a power m multiplied by n. Fourth law says that if I have got a and b, okay, a power m and b power also is m, and they are getting multiplied. So I can write both AB together with the power m. Next, if I've got a upon b power m, what will happen? This will be a power m divided by b power n. And last of all, second last, if I have got a number with a negative power, a power is minus n, how I can make it positive? I can make it positive by taking the reciprocal. I can take this in the denominator and I'll get 1 upon a power m. And if I have got a number a with the power 0, if the power of a number is 0, what will happen? Any number raised to power 0 is always equal to 1. Say for example, you have 7 power 0, the answer is 1. 5 power 0, the answer is 1. 3 power 0, the answer is 1. So whenever you have got any number raised to power 0, the answer to that is always equal to 1. Now beta, we are going to discuss the exercise 12.1. Okay? So today first of all we will discuss exercise 12.1. So what is in 12.1 exercise? A very interesting and a very easy exercise. You can do it now after discussing the basics of this. Say for example, I take the third part of the sum. He says, write each of the following products in the power notations. He wants you to write in the power form. So say for example, I have taken the third sum. It is minus 1 by 7, minus 1 by 7, minus 1 by 7, minus 1 by 7, minus 1 by 7. So how many times you are getting this minus 1 by 7? You are getting it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times. So the answer to this will be minus 1 by 7 power 5. Simple. Similarly, you can write the other ones also. So this is the way how we write a number in the power notation form. The second question is, in the second question beta, he wants you to write it as a rational number. Say for example, again I take the third part of this question. It is minus 2 by 3 raised to power of 3. Now if you have to write it as a rational number, power 3 means this number is getting multiplied 3 times. So you will multiply it 3 times, and when you will multiply it 3 times, as already discussed in the previous videos, when you multiply a negative sign 3 times, the answer will always be minus. Minus into minus into minus. They are odd numbers of negative. So minus 2 2s are 4 2s are 8. 3 3s are 9 3s are 27. So therefore minus 2 by 3 raised to power 3. The answer to that is minus 8 by 27. Now next question is question number 3rd, where he wants you to express the number in the form of power notation form. See in the children, say for example I take the first part, it is minus 1 by 16. Now what he wants you to that you should write this number in the power notation form. Power notation form means that if it is 16, okay, and there is a negative sign here, so what you will do? You will first of all find the factors of 16. On the table of 2, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, and 2 1s are 2. How many times you are getting this 2? You are getting this 2 4 times, which is an even number. So this negative sign will be written outside, and you will write this 1 by 16 4 times, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So then you will get minus. Okay, how will you write it? 1 by 2 power 4, because you are getting this number 4 times. I did not take the negative sign inside. Can any one of you tell me why? Why didn't I take the negative sign inside? The reason is that because I am getting an even power, if I have taken this negative sign inside, the answer to this will become positive, because negative multiplied 4 times has to become positive. But here he is giving us a negative sign in the answer. And this is only possible if I multiply 1 by 2 4 times and the answer of this is multiplied with this negative sign. So then only I can get the answer minus 1 by 16. Similarly, beta, I've got, for example, the second part of this question. I'm discussing this question number 3, beta. Second part of this question is 8 by 27. Now, how you can write 8? You can write 8 as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. And 27 can be written as 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So, as you can see, you are getting 3 times 2 and you are getting 3 times 3. So, you can make a group of 2 by 3 here. 2 by 3, again 2 by 3, again 2 by 3. How many times you are getting 2 by 3? You are getting it 3 times. So, you will write it as 2 by 3 power 3. So, 8 by 27 can be written as 2 by 3 power 3. Hope it is clear, and you can solve it in the other parts also in the same way. We can take up on one more part if you want. Any of the numbers, you can take it up. Say for example, all the numbers that are given, first of all you have to find the factors of those numbers. Say for example, in the 7th part, you have 27 by 64. Okay? 27 you get 3, 3s are 9, 3s are 27, and 64 you get 4, 4s are 16, 4s are 64. So how many times 3? 3 by 4, 3 by 4, 3 by 4. So you're getting 3 by 4 3 times. So 27 by 64 can be written as 3 by 4 power 3. Clear, beta? Next. Okay, one thing you have to keep in mind, beta, if there is a negative sign in the numerator also and denominator also, first of all you will be cancelling it. Say for example, in the 5th part, it is minus 2401 divided by minus 256. So you just first of all cancel these two. Okay? Now, after that you can find the factors of these numbers, and after finding the factors of these numbers, you can further find it in the exponential form. Next, beta, in the 4th question you have to find the reciprocals. Now, how you have to find the reciprocals? First of all, you're going to solve them and then you're going to find the reciprocals. Say minus 2 by 2. What is minus 2 by 2? Minus 2 into minus 2, that is 4. And now you have to find the reciprocal of 4. So the reciprocal of 4, that will be equal to 1 by 4. This is the first part. Similarly, we can take the 4th part, which is minus 2 by 7 power 3. So in minus 2 by 7 power 3, you will multiply it 3 times. Minus 2 by 7, minus 2 by 7, minus 2 by 7, which is equal to minus into minus into minus is minus. 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8. 7 7s are 49. 49 multiplied by 7 is equal to 343. Now we have to take the reciprocal of this number. So reciprocal of minus 8 by 343 is equal to 343 will go in the numerator, 8 will go in the denominator, but you know in the standard form you never put negative in the denominator, so you will write the negative sign in the numerator only, and your answer will become minus 243 by 8. Last, we have to simplify in question number 5, beta. So just have a look at question number 5. Question number 5, first of all I will take up the 3rd part of the sum. It is 1 by 4 power 2 multiplied by 2 by 3 power 3 multiplied by 1 by 4. Now you have to simplify it. To simplify it, 1 by 4 power 2 means you will open 1 by 4 2 times. 2 by 3 power 3 means you will open these 3 times multiplied by 1 by 4. Now you can do the cutting as much as it is possible. So 2 2s are 4. 2 2s are 4. So you can see no more cutting is possible. 1 into 1 into 1, that is equal to what beta? 1. 2 into 3, 6 3s are 18. 18 into 3, 18 3s are 54, and 54 multiplied by 4, that is equal to 216. So therefore the answer to this question becomes 1 upon 216. 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18, 18 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 54, and 54 multiplied by 4, that is equal to 216. So 1 upon 216 is the answer. So minus 1 by 5 power 8 divided by 1 by 5 power 2. We have to solve it. Minus 1 by 5 into minus 1 by 5 into minus 1 by 5 into minus 1 by 5. This will be opened how many times? First of all 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then we will divide will be changed to multiply, and we will take the reciprocal of the second one. It will be 5 by 1 and 5 by 1. So these two 5s will get cancelled off. And minus is 8 times, so it will become plus. Now we have to multiply them, make the pairs. 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125, 125 into 5 is equal to 625, 625 into 5, okay, that is equal to 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, 11, 12, 31, 315, and again that is multiplied with the last 5. So when you multiply it with last 5, 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, 11, 12, 1 carry, 5 1s are 5 and 1 6, and 5 3s are 15. So 1 upon 15625, this is the final answer.